Hello everyone, welcome to our art class. This is your teacher, Miss Thea G. Vasquez. Enjoy the lesson! As a guide to the multiple intelligences we will use for this discussion, these small icons that you will find in the upper part of the presentations are indications that our activities, tasks, or discussions will shape your naturalist intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, verbal linguistic intelligence, musical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, and of course, your visual spatial intelligence. For our artwork. These are also available in various colors. Some are comfortable using traditional art medium, while others prefer to combine it with new technologies, like computers or other electronic gadgets. Technology today has been changing the traditional concepts of art. It has given us new and various ways to create music, paintings, poetry, and sculpture. However, it is still the human mind that will always be at the edge of art, regulating the tools to produce the artist's vision. Technology has not only made art more reachable to its audience, but also to the artist. Painters no longer have to carry their supplies around with them if they want to create an image outside the studio. They can utilize their smartphones, tablets, or laptop easily, open the chosen program or software, and use their fingers as brushes to create masterful paintings and instantaneously allow to finish their piece. But what do we call this kind of art? It is the idea of digital art. Digital art can be defined as any art or drawings made on paper that are scanned and changed in any way or photographs that modified with the help of a computer. It includes a range of artistic works that use digital technology, like logo design, cartoon character making, digital painting, and digital sculpture. When a photograph is assessed, created, or stored in the form of digital signals using computer technology, it is considered to be digital. Artwork that is done or produced with the use of computer is a digital art. Let us find out the different kinds of art. We have the animation. We have cartoon making, computer-generated images or CGI.
In the olden days, what you'd see on a movie set would look pretty much the same as what you'd see in the final film. But with modern technology giving us the capability of CGI, all you need is a green screen and a couple of props. And because of this, movie sets nowadays look completely different to what you see in the final movie. So here are some movie clips without the visual effects, for you to see what they really look like. Life of Pi. In this movie, we see that Pi Patel spends most of his time in a boat at sea. Oh yeah, and there's a tiger there too. Except they're not at sea and there's no tiger there. Nearly the entire movie was filmed in front of a blue screen, and the tiger was completely CGI. However, for the close-up shots where Pi has to physically interact with the tiger, they didn't use a tiger either. They used a blue teddy bear, with badly scribbled on eyes. Captain America Civil War. This film used tons of green screens for locations that you would have thought you could get away without having to use it. Like the fight scene between Team Iron Man and Team Captain America that takes place in an airport. I mean, is an airport really something that has to be done with CGI? Apparently so. But the scene where Captain America stops the helicopter from taking off with his bare hands makes more sense, as that was done at ground level rather than on a dangerous... Godzilla! Of course, Godzilla was completely CGI, because using a guy in a suit doesn't really cut the mustard these days. But aside from the obvious CGI, there is some CGI that might actually surprise you. For example, when the army's on the coast trying to attack the monsters, there's nothing there. Just green screens and a fence and some soldiers. Jurassic World. Of course, this movie heavily relies on CGI, as dinosaurs are extinct, and dressing an actor up in a dino suit looks, well, we all know what that looks like. So as a result, many of the scenes look entirely different to what's seen in the movie. In many scenes where a dinosaur would appear, actors had to imagine there was something there. And in other scenes involving raptors, for example, they had actors with these funny helmets and motion sensors on them for a point of reference. And as if creating pretty much all the dinosaurs with CGI wasn't enough CGI, even the scenery was enhanced with CGI, made to look even more amazing. Batman vs Superman in Dawn of Justice. Most of the Gotham City scenery was done with CGI, and being a fictional city, this was to be expected. But what's surprising is that they used CGI for Batman's powered armor, in order for the actors to be able to move around more freely. And for a huge chunk of the fight, it wasn't even Ben Affleck fighting. It was just a stuntman. Huh. What did you think of these scenes? Did they look completely different? Let us know in the comments below.
We have game animations, logo making, graphic illustrations in advertising such as logos, brochures, and posters. We also have 3D models in animations, movies, and video games. Drawing using new technologies has a lot of advantages. That's why let us find out the advantages of using digital art. First, it is portable. You don't need to carry all your art materials like pencils, pens, brushes, markers, or sketchbook in one big bag or in separate containers. All these materials are part of the features of drawing applications or apps in your smartphone, tablet, or laptop, which you can bring wherever you go. Second, click on each feature and discover how versatile they are. There are different kinds of lines, shapes, and colors to choose from. Explore this and you can create numerous ways to show your design. Third, new technologies also give you the freedom to undo mistakes. You can easily erase the parts that you don't need, no matter how big or intricate they may be. Finally, new technologies allow you to layer colors and elements in your drawing. You can also hide or delete these layers. This time, let us find out the disadvantages of digital art. On the other hand, having new technologies can be very expensive. The price is based on its added features and time of release. Unlike paper, you cannot comfortably rest the side of your hand on your gadget as the stylus glides on its surface. There are some gadgets, though, which address this concern. You don't need to put pressure on your stylus unlike a pen or pencil on paper. Changing the values and opacity of the lines and colors is easy with just a few clicks. Other artists think that this takes the fun out of drawing. Also, some argue that the power to undo makes the artist lazy to think of a creative solution and that hiding layers is like editing a photo. Another disadvantage is its reliance to electricity. When the battery runs out, you need to change it so you can use it again. So now, what kind of digital art do you like to do? And why? Here are some of the basic digital softwares that you can use in making digital art. We have the GIMP software, Inkscape, MS Paint, Adobe Illustrator, and Photoshop. There are other software that you may use in making your digital art, but it is better to focus on one software so you can be familiar with its tools. Choose the best software that suits your interests and needs. What about you? What software do you like to use? And why? New technologies are only part of the media that you can use to produce art. If you do not use your imagination, your creation will not go far. Don't be afraid to explore new features. Keep on practicing and think of ways to create your eye-catching designs so that you can create art that will surely make heads turn. Whether for print, film, or screen-based media, new technologies are used by more professionals in the visual arts, such as graphic designers, craft artists, interior designers, fashion designers, photographers, cinematographers, and animators. The different types of commercial art which are used in advertising were designed using new technologies. Technology and digital art makes our lives easier and more convenient. That's why it is important that you use your knowledge and skills in making design that will be useful and helpful for us in the society and our environment. Now that you learned the concept of digital art, let us watch and study the video about the tools and function of GIMP software. You may also use other software that is suitable and applicable to you and to your computer.